project on thinking and innovation on the topic of observation through documentary photography. I am Astha.
I am ARYAN.
I am AVNISH.
I am Pooja.
And I am ARYAN.
So let us start. The basics of photography include understanding the exposure triangle, aperture, shutter speed and ISO, the role of light and composition and the various features and settings of a camera.
Aperture controls the amount of light that enters the camera and affects the depth of field in an image. Shutter speed controls the duration of the exposure and can be used to freeze or blur motion. ISO controls the camera sensitivity to light. Light is the source of illumination for photography and it can greatly affect the overall look and feel of an image. Composition in photography refers to the arrangement of elements within a photograph to create a visually pleasing and meaningful image.
Rule of thirds is a guideline for composing shots in a photography and video. It suggests that an image should be divided into thirds, horizontally and vertically, creating a grid of 9 equal parts. The key compositional elements of the shot, such as the subject, horizon, and the points of interest, should be placed at or near the intersection of these lines or along the lines themselves. This can create a more balanced and visually interesting composition. Framing refers to the way in which a photographer chooses to compose a shot. This includes the placement of elements within the frame, the use of foreground, middle ground, and background.
Documentary photography is a type of photography that aims to capture real-life events and situations in order to tell a story or document a particular subject. It often captures people, places, and events as they are without any manipulation or staging. Documentary photographs typically work in a variety of settings, including war zones, natural disaster, political rallies, and everyday life. They often serve to capture the essence of their subject and to bring attention to important social, political, and cultural issues.
Some of the well-known photographers amaze us by their beautiful shots. One of them is Jimmy Nelson with his beautiful shots.
Tags 1.1 Points of view. First, extreme close-up. Close-up in black and white. Mid shot. Long shot. Extreme long shot. From an unusual angle.
Task 1.2 Capture expressions. A happy face, a sad photograph, a funny photograph, an action photograph that captures something moving and dynamic, a photograph of a visual pattern.
Task 1.3 Capture a story. Plastic pollution is ruining our planet. By a small documentary, we aim at making you aware how a small bottle of humans 828 grams of carbon dioxide for environment. Vikship buys a water bottle, he drinks the water. He crushes the cap and puts it inside the bottle. He throws the bottle in a dustbin. The waste gets dumped at landfill. Landfill after 10 years. Landfill 100 years later. Landfill 300 years later. The plastic at max takes 500 years to fully decompose till that it continues to emit carbon in the environment. So please minimize plastic use and recycle use.
Thank you.